Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jarek. Thanks so much for stopping by. Before we get started, I want to first say I apologize. My voice is a little bit rough today. I am feeling a little bit under the weather. Sorry about that. Can't be helped. We're gonna do the usual. As always, we're gonna open up some Flesh and Blood here. We've got a fun one, I think, one that we haven't done yet on the channel. We're gonna be opening up a box of Part the Mistveil. Not a Japanese archive pack like I have a couple times already. This is just good old standard Part the Mistveil. I know you guys might be thinking, didn't Enigma and Zen just rotate? They did. I am just doing this really kind of for fun. I really like Part the Mistveil. It's one of my favorite sets. I think it's probably the best looking set that LSS has ever released. I know that I might have said something along the same lines about other sets, but I honestly really do believe that this is probably one of, if not top three, if not the best looking set that LSS have ever produced. It's absolutely gorgeous. The whole blue motif really resonates with me. I really like it. And there's also some really great cards in this set. Who'd have thought? We all know, what people say about Mistveil in terms of the power level of the three heroes that were introduced in the set. It's no surprise that two of them have already LL'd. One more to go, new, still hanging around. She's still at least, S tier, A tier, bouncing around between those two tiers in the meta. We'll get into the set review real quick, and then I will dive right into the unboxing. Give me a sec while I swap the views, and I'll catch you guys in a second. Okay, guys, let's take a quick look here at the set. We've got Part the Mistveil, released in 2024, May 31st of 2024. Total number of cards, 238 in the set. And we have Assassin, Illusionist, and Ninja cards, as well as the generics and expansion slot cards. This was a set that was really good for Assassin. Obviously, Mystic Assassin cards abound, but the biggest impact, I think, for Assassins in general were obviously the basic Assassin cards. So we're looking here first at all the Mystic stuff, which obviously was crucial and core to the Mystic heroes' sort of play patterns and play lines. No surprise there. Obviously, a lot of these Mystic Assassin cards were really good and new, and obviously saw a ton of play in her. But when we scroll down past all of this Mystic stuff and we get to the sort of generic class cards, Assassin saw the introduction of Bonds of Agony, Persuasive Prognosis, and Justinic, which are staple pieces in Assassin to this day. Slippy is running these, Arachne Marionette is running these, Uzuri, pretty much all the Assassins are running these cards, and because of how powerful they are. Talking about Ninja and Illusionist, obviously Enigma and Zen, very strong heroes that had major impact on the meta over the last year since the set came out, which is just under a year ago. Not as impactful, the sort of more generic cards. The Illusionist cards that I'm looking at here that were non-mystic, I think Essence of Ancestry Body was one that saw quite a bit of play, but I think that was still even in just Enigma. And then you have cards like Rage Spectre and 10,000 Year Reunion, really more powerful and impactful in an Enigma deck than in some other Illusionist decks. The Ninja cards similarly were mainly strong in Zen, I think. If we're talking about cards like Chase the Tail, Aspect of Tiger Body, Key Unleashed, Biting Breeze, Breed Anger, Pouncing Chi. These are cards that don't see a lot of play in other ninjas unless they're specifically built for Crouching Tiger synergies and playlines. Obviously, the post-ban Zen leveraged the Crouching Tiger style or playlines or deck style, that whatever you want to call it, more than the earlier versions of Zen, which, to be fair, I wasn't around for early Zen prior to the bans that he took after he LL'd in a single skirmish season. But I did play a bit of Zen in Blitz after that, and these cards were very, very core to that version of Zen as far as, from my own personal experience. But again, as I was saying, I didn't really play much Zen prior to the bans. In any case, awesome set. Really love it. I love all the blue. I love the Transcend cards. They're absolutely gorgeous. I would love to pull a Marvel of literally any one of these cards. The art on these is absolutely incredible. I think my favorite has to be Rising Sun, Setting Moon. This version of the card is just absolutely stunning. I love it. And my second favorite would have to probably be Stir the Pot, just because it's a funny looking card. I love the cat and all the little characters hanging out in a pot of soup. Very cool. And then of course any of the extended art cards within the set. Traverse the Universe is absolutely gorgeous in extended art, and so are the other sort of legendary pieces. I believe Mask of Recurring Nightmares came in extended art. Maybe not. I could be wrong. It did come at least in a cold foil. And then of course all of the Marvel treatments of the various mystic heroes. Those would be really, really, really cool. I'm going to just quickly go down and review and take a look at the expansion slot cards, because there were a few pretty impactful ones that were released in this set. I think I would pick two probably from this set. I think Visit Goldman Estate was massive for Victor. I mean, this card alone more or less defines Victor's playstyle nowadays. Getting those gold tokens and generating those massive amounts of might tokens off of the gold that you collected is huge. I play Victor sometimes in CC, and I've gotten some absolutely massive turns off of Golden Sun and Visit the Goldmane Estate, using those cards in conjunction with one another. I easily swung for 16 and then, you know, add a pummel on top for like 20 and discard multiple cards. It's crazy. It's an absolutely awesome like play line to get off when you're playing Victor. It's super fun. And then I think I'm not a big Wizard fan and player, as I'm sure you know, but I know that Kindle sees quite a bit of play in Kano. So that's the other card that I had in mind when thinking about the impactful expansion slot cards in the set. Eloquent Eulogy was one that filled kind of like a bit of a gap for Vincent, where she didn't have any one-cost RuneGate cards, and this sort of filled that gap. And Shadow Realm Horror is a card that I believe sees 3 of play in Levia decks these days. So yeah, a lot of really cool hits in the expansion slot in this set. So yeah, it would be really cool to see what we pull from this box. I think that more or less covers the set. Besides a few of these generics that also see some pretty major plays. The Weakest Link is one of those generic cards that can find its way into pretty much any deck depending on what's in the meta and who you're playing against. Very good against any deck that runs cards like lots of instants or anything that just doesn't have a base defense value. It can strip a card from hand, and that's always great. Rowdy Locals sort of works its way into a bunch of different decks these days. I've seen this run a lot in Ira. Well, luckily I already have 3 copies of Rowdy Locals. I don't need any more. And getting a Stonewall Gauntlet would always be nice, because I don't have one yet. I could see this being used in decks, in the future. It would be nice to just have it so I don't have to go out and buy it if I need it. The one other thing I'll mention real quick, there's so many more one other things apparently. This set had golden packs. They only came in one every however many boxes. Don't know if there's one in here. I guess we'll find out. We'll see. But those ones had the Enigma New Moon Young Hero that was pretty rare and functioned differently than the version of Enigma that comes in the actual set. I've played against that version of Enigma, I think, and it's weird and different, but also kind of cool. In any case, let's get into it. I will crack open this box and we'll get started. Okay, guys, let's crack into this. I will get started here. I guess the first thing we'll find out is whether or not we have one of those gold packs. I've opened, I want to say like 2 or 3 boxes of Mistveil before this one, and I've never gotten one, so let's see. Oops, bit of a rip there. No, doesn't look like there is a gold pack in this stuff box. That's okay, no big deal. Wasn't expecting one anyways. Let's crack into it here. We'll go slow through the first couple packs, and then we'll speed things up. Man's Desire, Haze Shelter, Pouncing Chi, got a red Pick to Pieces, Solitary Companion, Untamed, Water the Seeds, Nimbalism. We got First Tenant of Chi, Tide, an equipment piece, Koi Blessed Kimono, and the Transcend card here, Rising Sun, Setting Moon. I mentioned this was, I think, my favorite art out of all of the Transcend cards. Very cool. All right, we've got a Art of Desire body. This is actually a great hit for me specifically because I actually need one more copy of these for a playset. So happy to get that. That's first rare of the pack. We got a red Blessing of Chi. Very cool. And the foil is a blue Mind's Desire. Very nice. All right, and then tokens. All right, first rare is a Deep Blue Sea. We've got a Blue Blanche. And the foil is a Companion of the Claw. Very nice. Alright, we got an Emissary of Tides, first rare. We got a Wind Chakra, red. Alright. And a Tiger Form Incantation is the foil. Alright, first rare is a Astral Etchings. Then we got a blue Tie Chakra. And Harmony the Hunt red is the foil. Very nice. Oh, and we've got the cold foil here, which is a Aqualapse. Looks nice. Alright, cool. Okay, so we hit our cold foil. We'll see if that translates into no other cold foils in the box. Likely, but that's alright. We'll see. First rare is a blue Essence of Ancestry Mind. Got a big blue sky and Astral Etchings blue. There's the foil rare. Nice. First rare, Emissary of Tides. Nice. Got a Aspect of Tiger body, red. And the foil is a Intimate Inducement. That's nice. Got a Gravekeeping, rare, red, and a Key Unleashed, yellow. And we have a First Tenant of Chi Moon, foil. Nice. Haven't seen a Majestic yet, which is interesting. Hope that's not a bad sign, but yeah, we'll see. Got Art of Desire Mind, first rare. Essence of Ancestry body is the second rare. And then we've got a foil red Double Trouble. Okay, cool. That's a rare. All right, Art of Desire Soul, first rare. We've got a yellow Blanche, all right, and a foil Hiss in blue. Okay. First rare is a Emissary of Wind. Got an Orion of Mystic Tenants. There you go. First Majestic of the box. Which I think it's banned because it's a card draw card. And then we have a Waning Vengeance as the foil. Second Tenant of Chi Moon, first rare. Okay. And then Aspect of Tiger's Soul, which is the yellow version. And Pick to Pieces is the foil. I do like the way that they decided to do the Aspect of Tiger cards by swapping out the colors in the art for the color of the strip. I think they should do that more often in these cards. It's a really cool little feature of this version, or of this playset, this set of cards, whatever you want to call it. They did that a bit in this set, not just with Aspect of Tiger, they did that with the Assassin cards too. But yeah, I like that. First rare is a yellow Tie Chakra. We got to Chase the Tail. Very nice. Cool. I like to see Chase the Tail. And Zen. Zen's LL'd now, but he's still legal in Blitz. Then we have a yellow Impulsive Desire as the foil card. Nice. Alright, another Emissary of Wind. We got a Moon Chakra. And we've got a foil Waxing Spectre. Cool. First rare is a yellow Bonds of Attraction. We've got a yellow Astral Etchings. And the foil is a yellow Venomous Bite. Like the foiling on the snake there. That's cool. Okay, first rare is Heirloom of Snakehide, Assassin Equipment. We've got a Key Unleashed in red. Very cool. And the foil is a red Blanche. Alright, nice. Got another red Blanche. There you go. Very interesting artwork for this particular card, considering it doesn't really fit with the theme of the set. It almost is like this card is kind of like predicting the theme of maybe one of the future sets, which I think would be pretty cool if that's the case. It definitely doesn't fit with the rest of the theme of this Mistveil. Second rare is a yellow Haunting Spectre. Cool. And there we have a blue Haunting Spectre as the foil. Very nice. So far, pretty light on Majestics. Only 2. We've gotten quite a few rare foils, but a bit light on the Majestic cards, unfortunately. But let's keep going and see what the rest of this box has for us. Got a wide blue Yonder. First rare. Got a blue Key Unleashed. Okay. A foil Breed Anger. I think we've got a expansion slot card here. Looks like a Dromai card. Yep. Dust from Stillwater Shrine is in the expansion slot. So for all you Dromai fans, it's one of the material cards that have released as expansion slot cards in a few of the most recent sets. But yeah, this is the one for Miragai, which is fitting considering the set. the fact that Miragai makes an appearance in the set more than once. No, actually just in Manifestations of Miragai, I think. Unless he is depicted in the art of some of the other cards. I'm not too sure. Definitely on that one though. Got another blue Key Unleashed, first rare. Art of Desire Body, once again. One more of those. Cool. And we got a foil Evasive Leap in yellow this time. Alright, got a yellow Gravekeeping. Okay. So that's where all the Majestic mojo has been hiding. There you go. We got a Weakest Link, which is, I think, the most expensive Majestic in the set, I believe. I could be wrong, but pretty sure that, yeah, a Weakest Link is probably the best hit that we can get in the Majestic slot for this set, which is really nice. I already have my full playset of the Weakest Link, so I probably won't be hanging on to this one. I'll probably put this one out for sale so that someone else can buy it as a single for their collection, for their sets. But, yep, really great Majestic hit. Really happy to see that. That's awesome. Good stuff. And then the foil is a Second Tenant of Chi Wind, which is actually really nice in foil. I like the way that they have that done. That's really cool. Got a red Double Trouble and a Emissary of Moon as the rares. Nice. And the foil is a Spillover. Nice. Blessing of Chi. First rare. Just the Nick. Fantastic hit. Absolutely awesome hit for Assassin. This is actually great as well because I've been thinking about maybe giving Assassin a spin. I know Slippy's been kind of... A lot of people are saying he's sort of like the de facto new best aggro deck in the meta. I think that depends on who you ask, but this obviously is a key piece of his puzzle. So just a Nick, awesome Majestic to hit. I'm really happy that we got a copy of that. That's one less Just a Nick that I'll have to buy as a single. Alright, and then we got a foil Sigil of Solitude as the foil card in the pack. Yeah, so all the best Majestics seem to be hiding in the last 6 or so packs. So hopefully that means that there's actually still some more really good stuff in these last 3 packs, but I'm actually not too sad about those 2 hits. It's awesome. Okay, we got another red Double Trouble. I think I would prefer blue ones because I think I could run blue ones in an Assassin deck, but whatever, it's fine. I'll take it. We've got a Astral Etchings and a foil Levels of Enlightenment. Man, that's crazy. I don't think Levels of Enlightenment is really holding. Actually, no, its value is probably still holding because New's still around, but getting a foil version is great. That's awesome. What a great hit. Love it. I got another card that I don't need extras of. I already have 3 of these. And I, being a rainbow foil, personally, I'm probably not going to hold on to it. I will try to see if I can find a buyer for it because I don't like to hold on to RF cards. I prefer to pass those on to someone who likes collecting rainbow foils, which I don't. I think if you guys have watched any of my other videos, you probably know that I'm not a huge fan of rainbow foiling currently. The technique that they use results in way too much curling when the cards are just left alone, or even a regular like Dragon Shield sleeve. You have to double sleeve them in order to protect them, and I'm not a big fan of double sleeving cards solely because of how thick the decks get and difficult to, shuffle and stuff like that, I'm not a fan of it. Until they get the 0 gauge foiling perfected, I won't be holding on to very many rainbow foil cards for myself. All right, now we got a yellow double trouble, still not a blue, but what are you gonna do? It's fine. Then we got a yellow moon chakra, cool, and a foil haze shelter. Oh, okay, and we've got a legendary. Awesome, Meridian Pathway. This is the illusionist leg piece for Enigma. Again, unfortunately, Enigma LL'd in CC. Not sure where Meridian Pathway is sitting in terms of value, but awesome that we hit a legendary. That's pretty cool. I'm really happy about that. I don't think I've ever hit a legendary from a box of Mistveil, so that'll be a first. But very, very cool. We got it in the second last pack. Very awesome. Rainbow foil. Not cold, but it's fine. We did already hit a cold foil in the box, so that's not surprising. But yeah, these look really nice. And foil, look at that. Wow. Looks good. And I'm not saying that just because it's feet. Cool. Good shit. Yeah, end of the box, man. That's where all the good stuff was hiding, I guess, right? I'm cracking into the last pack here. Just before we take a look at what's in here, again, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, I'm really happy when you guys are coming back and liking the videos. If you like the video, do hit the like button. It seems to really help with the algorithm to push the video out to more people and get more impressions. I was going to mention this maybe earlier in the video, but I don't know what happened with that Bright Lights video from a couple weeks back. It got way more views than any of my other videos. All of a sudden, it got like hundreds of views, whereas most of my videos up until now have gotten like between like 50 and 100 views. And the algorithm just sort of like went, and I checked. It looked like it's because there were quite a few likes pretty early on in the lifespan of that video, and I guess maybe because of that, it really sort of like made the video take off, and it got pushed out to many more people than my other videos have. So if you're here, if you're watching, if you've made it to the last pack of the box, and you've enjoyed the last few packs here, because they have been really good, please do hit that please do hit that like button. Yeah, I think it really helps a lot. But if not, that's cool. I'm really happy that you guys are here and checking out the video. If you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for dropping in. We do box openings here on the channel and pack openings on the Shorts channel. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the content. Let's get into this last pack and see what's hiding in here, and then we'll wrap things up. Cool. We got a blue Bonds of Attraction. All right. We got a Haunting Spectre in blue, and finally we've got a foil Wash Away. Cool. Very nice. And then just regular tokens. Okay, so just kind of taking a quick moment here to review. So the cold foil was the Aqualapse. Then we've got the Majestics, which admittedly were pretty light in terms of quantity, but I think in terms of quality wasn't so bad considering we hit a weakest link. The Just the Nick is probably the second best one out of the non-foil Majestics that we hit. Really cool. It's debatable, and we'll have to wait and see how effective Dust from Stillwater Shrine is when they bring Dromai back. But yeah, again, really happy that we hit a copy of the weakest link, because that'll make some money back from the cost of the box. And then we've got the foil Levels of Enlightenment, which I'll have to take a look and see what that's currently valued at. And then really happy that we got the Meridian Pathway. It's awesome that we hit a legendary in the box. Very cool. Love that. Love to see that. In any case, Once again, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Appreciate that you are here with me while we're opening up these cards. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.